Hey guys, Punkster here. I released a video yesterday, but it didn't cover the backdash and the tech roll options from the opponent, and the reason being is there isn't enough hit advantage available to you as a Cyrax player to get the close bomb and the mid bomb out, and then start your back 3 down 4 without doing a NJP, that NJP landing on a bomb to give you the hit advantage you need. And you'll see this shortly, so don't panic if you don't know what I mean. I found a way now. It's not, I mean, this isn't new. This is just a different variation on a combo so that we can constantly loop hard to blockables with more hit advantage so that the opponent doesn't just float out of it, or if they press a button, you know, things like that. This just catches them all the way through. This covers backdash on its own. It covers tech roll on its own. What it doesn't cover is tech roll and backdash. You need to do a different variation on a read, but the combo is exactly the same, and that's the main thing. The other reason why I brought this tech out is I absolutely cannot stand Cyrax's bread and butter combo. The 1-1-4 after the 2 far bombs, forward 4-3s, is a pain. Sometimes it connects, sometimes it doesn't. It's too long. There's too much time for something to go wrong. I just want to get the combo over with, get some damage in, get them back into another reset, and just end the round. So I've got a new bread and butter combo which I'm going to show you, and there's two different ones. One of them can be done in the mid screen, and the other one can be done even in the corner. The difference with the one that I'll show you where you can do it in the corner is when you do the combo, you'll have to change either close, mid, or far bomb, depending on how close you are to the corner. We'll get to that. I'll probably cover that in a different video though, because otherwise I'll be prattling on for ages. So I'm just going to show you, because I've pre-recorded this. I can't remember which one is the right one. This one I think is the NJP. Okay. So as you can see here, this is the standard. Now this is quite high level Cyrax. So obviously if you're new to Cyrax, you're probably not going to be doing this, but it's good to know anyway. You're going to do NJP, EX mid bomb, then fire out another mid bomb immediately after that, run under, 1-1-4 close bomb, then you're going to run under again, do an uppercut. And then it was at this point, when the uppercut landed, we were doing, and this was in the corner as well, and this is why this is pretty good tech, because I think there's a way to get this to work in the corner, is you do close bomb and then mid bomb on the floor. But the problem with doing that is it wouldn't give you the hit advantage you needed to launch your opponent. So the variation that I've come up with today is you do 1-1-1 after a far bomb, and you do far bomb, 1-1-1 close bomb. You now have the hit advantage that you would have if you did an NJP into a bomb, which is really cool. And this means that you can do this. Oh look, I've looped it again. And you can just now far bomb 1-1-1. This does even more damage now, 33%. And you could keep doing it again. I'll just play that one more time without me prattling over the top of it. So this now means that Cyrax for a bar can essentially, every single time he's got a meter, if they don't block the hard to blockable, if they don't block it, then they get relaunched. Now, you might be thinking, oh, you know, how does this play? Well, essentially, the opponent here is on just standard wake up. They've not touched a single button. They've not done anything. You can go ahead and test it if you want. I've already done it. It works with tech roll and backdash. You do a very short run before you hit back 3 down 4. You kind of want to run up to where your first bomb is, and it will catch them and it will relaunch. I don't know what this one is. So this is my never-ending quest to change Cyrax's bread and butter combo. Obviously, this one requires less screen space for a start. It also, there's a variation that I'm going to show you after this, if you're close to the corner. However, this is easier in my opinion. There's less chance of you dropping it, and it still gives you the hit advantage you need to get the hards blockable, but it is less damage. I think it's about 3 or 4% less than the main one, but again, I'll take that hit on the damage if it means that I'm not gonna have to deal with, you know, dropping it all the time. So what I basically mean by this, if you can do that combo every single time 100%, this is not news to you at all. Just ignore it. So you start off the same with a forward 3-4 from a far bomb, and then you're gonna do another far bomb. You're gonna let them drop a little bit to your chest height, and you're gonna do forward 1-3-1 close bomb. You're gonna run under uppercut. Oh, this is looking a lot like the NJP conversion. And then you're gonna do far bomb 1-1-1 close bomb mid bomb, and then obviously you're then doing your NJP into another EX bomb to relaunch them back into the situation. And I'll just show that all the way through once. This will be my punish from now on. It's just quicker. It's 28%. Oh no, it's 29% now actually. So it's not 4% less. I do apologise. It's 2% less, because I do believe the full conversion gives you 31%. So it's 2% less damage, which is much better actually. I forgot about adding the 1-1-1. So yeah, 2% less, but easier. Probably going to hit it a lot more often, and it still gives you the hit advantage to crush tech roller backdash. Did that do a... let's watch it one more time. I was want to see if I had the AI set to anything, but I don't think I did. No, I didn't. So you don't need... So what this means now is you don't need to do the uppercut tech unless you know for absolute sure that the opponent is just having nothing to do with the hards blockable setups. You do the same combo, but instead of doing the back 3 down 4, you do uppercut, and that's just to trade with safe armor, essentially. The uppercut's to trade with safe armor. The uppercut, I just want to point out, I can't remember who it was, but somebody pointed out that after the uppercut, it wasn't in the uppercut video, but after the uppercut, if they block the whole sequence, you can actually go straight into an overhead or a low 50-50, and they're jailed into the low, so they can't armor out of the low, and they have to armor if they want to get out of the overhead, which is again really cool. So if even if they do read, so if you go, all right, I think, the uppercut tech really, in my eyes, is for when the opponent's on 20% life, they've got a barometer, you're about to set up a hard to blockable, and they're thinking, oh god, I've got to get out. The uppercut just ends the game. It's just done 20% damage. It's just over. Half of the safe armors don't do their full damage on the first hit anyway. So it's a fantastic way of closing the round out. It's much better than the old ways we had. I'll just show you this last combo now. Now this isn't just for the corner. This is, say you've netted someone, and the only way you're gonna get to them kind of is if you're not next to them, but you want to do a combo. I see a lot of the time, a lot of Cyrax, they'll run in and they'll just do back 2 to launch them and then do some sort of variation into a bomb. I can actually show you now, as long as you've not been really hit by something where you can't even get the low bomb on the screen, this can be your conversion. And as you'll see, it's awfully similar. And this comes back to making the Cyrax easier through consistency. Although the combo starter is different, it's so similar towards the end that the muscle memory on it should actually make Cyrax overall easier to play. Now I'll just play that now without me talking over the top of it and pausing it. And as you can see there, just to show that you can just re-loop it now. And if I just take my character, now this is, say for a situation, now you can do this if you're, say, here, you've got no, so you're here, you've netted your opponent, maybe they've done a run up and you've netted them, but maybe you've got no stamina, you've just traded on a projectile or something. Now the usual go-to is to just sort of do this, you know. You won't be able to get a net there, but you try and get some damage out of it. But what I've been doing is just been doing firebomb into the conversion, and the firebomb on that conversion, there's so much hit advantage on the forward 1-3 string that it connects so much more consistently than what most people have been doing is the slide. Now the slide works, but I can't tell you how many times I've done it, I've hit them and then they've blocked. It's just that the window is just a lot smaller than on this. You can completely whiff the forward one if you want as well, and it really doesn't matter. They'll still link into it, and it's just another option. Again, with all of these combos, when you're trying to link, it's a late NJP into a firebomb, and the way to practice it, because it can seem daunting at first as a Cyrax player, the way to practice it is go up, and you want to make sure that you see the saw hit them in the crotch area. You can actually see the saw inside of it, and when you see that and you're nailing that timing, that is the point where you know the NJP's correct. The next hard part of getting it right is when you land, making sure the bomb comes out, because obviously you've got to land and you're almost buffering the input, kind of, and it just takes a bit of practice, and then when it all comes together, it's actually a really easy conversion off of the low when they've been. I don't know what it is about the low, or maybe it's just how they float from the bomb explosion. It must just be that. I don't know, but ultimately it is a lot easier to convert. So now when I'm sort of full screen, I just run up, and now instead of having to I dropped it there, but instead of having to do some really sort of weak, maybe spending a barometer, I don't know, like something like this, I can put them into hard to blockable bombs from that setup, and I'll show you it one last time. There you go. Now, there's one last thing to talk about. I am aware it's taking a while, but it's very important. If the opponent thinks they're really clever and they want to tech roll and backdash, you have to change the ender to the combo. I'm going to do this without being recorded, so do bear with me. I could mess it up. There it was. You have to kind of juggle the 1-1-1 quite high to get it to connect to the M1. Oh, of course. PlayStation 4 pads. Do not like the down input on these. Was that? Wow, that was rolling backdash. So what I wanted to show you is obviously the problem you've got there is if I was to just go straight back 3 down 4, they'd launch over my head and I'd be stuck in this animation and they fly over my head and get out scot-free. So the reason why I came up with this, and I think it was actually Scars Unseen that posted about it. I don't know whether it was subliminally in my head, but I was just actually hitting buttons after they landed and this one worked. But it's actually forward 2-1 after a little run, and then they land straight back into it. So that's obviously with techroll and backdash on. So I really hope this has been useful to people. I'm sorry it took so long. I thought I might as well go for a little bit in depth. Actually, I just wanted to show you, if you're like, one of the main problems with Cyrax is if you sort of, let's say you've got something in net here, these combos sort of end up being like this, and you end up doing, you know, 1-1-4 close bomb. It's not really a good setup. The opponent has plenty of options to get out of it. I'm not going to do the full thing because I can't actually remember what it is because it's all new, but you basically do this conversion into like a mid bomb or something, and then I don't know, something like that. I think it's like mid bomb, then mid bomb, 1-1-1 close bomb, mid bomb. I don't know. Someone will figure it out. But yeah, just wanted to show you why this combo, not only mid screen's got crazy good value, but why also in the corner now you will always get your hard to blockable bombs regardless of how far away you are. So thanks for watching, guys. Give us a like and subscribe, and I'll keep coming out with the tech. Thank you. Bye.